Hello, horses. Hi, everyone. Bradley's in there. Boo. Hi, Gabbana. Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be some kind of yard vlog. I'm not sure like exactly what's happening today, but I'm going to film it because there'll be probably something worth filming. You're going to have to excuse my broken glasses with the whole coronavirus thing. My glasses broke and I had to glue them back together, and I don't have any contact lenses left, and I really can't see that well without my glasses. The vet might be coming for very exciting reasons, which I will reveal later. But yeah, for now, I am just waiting for the horses to finish their breakfast, and then I'm going to start with all the stuff that I have to do every day. So whilst the horses are eating their breakfast, I always use this time to take their rugs off or change the rugs. Right now I'm going to do some belly lifts or butt tucks with Gabbana. Just before I start, please do not do this with your horse in the stable if they're unfamiliar with the exercises, especially if they're eating. I just apply a firm scratching pressure to her midline along her sternum and her belly until she lifts, and I ask her to hold her for 5 seconds, give her a few seconds in between repetitions, and repeat. I usually do between 3 to 5 repetitions of each exercise. Now I'm going to move to doing some hind end tucks. This is really good for stretching through the lumbosacral junction. You can see the horse really has to flex through the pelvis and lift through the lumbar spine, whilst at the same time really engaging the abdominals and the core muscles. A few pointers if you're going to try these exercises with your own horses: pay attention to the horse, always look at their reaction to what you're doing, because you don't want to miss a warning sign. A horse will always, or most times, warn you before they kick you. And every horse is different. Some horses you'll have to press quite firmly, other horses you can do the exercises with quite a light touch. So Brad's finished first, aren't you? I'm just going to put him on the walker machine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 of the horses outside in the field, and I'm going to keep Gabbana and Brad in for now and work them, and then I'll bring the other horses in later as I need to work them. First and most important thing for me, especially when the horses have been sleeping inside at night, because I usually like them when it's possible in the nice weather for them to live outside all the time together, to live a natural life as horses would, or as natural as possible. You're such a pet. So yeah, as soon as they're finished their breakfasts in the morning, the first and most important thing is that they get out of their stables. So Brad, let's go to the walker. Now it's time for Boo and Fernanda to go out to the field. It is 8 AM. I realised that I didn't mention any times in this video. Not sure if this is the best time to be videoing because the sprinklers are on in the outdoor arena for the first time. But Fernanda's pretty chilled. Boo's actually more spooky. Boo, you're 16, the 3-year-old's showing you up. So these two are going to stay out until, I don't know when, till the afternoon, until I work them. I'm going to work with Gabbana and Brad first. So they'll go out for a few hours and then just come back in for their work, and then they'll go back out. I don't bring them in for bed until the sun goes down. So now that's like 8 PM. Amazing in the summer. Good girl. There you go. Fernanda always hangs out by the gate, just in case there's snacks. I always find like these daily routine videos a little harder to do, like because I don't do the same thing every day generally. So it depends like where I have chiropractic treatments. A lot of my work, I travel to like Switzerland, France, the Middle East. So sometimes I'm actually not here, so my boyfriend has to do the horses. So yeah, but today I'm here. Obviously with the coronavirus, it's not possible to travel, so. He should be finished now. Yes. She's like, hurry up, take me to the field. You haven't finished. But that's no matter. She's like, just get me outside. If your horse doesn't respond to the pressure of your fingers during the exercises, you can always use a firm blunt object such as a coin. I would always consider, if your horse doesn't respond to these exercises and doesn't move the back, to check that they don't have any physical issues. If in doubt, guys, always ask your vet. Zizi's gonna go out now as well with Boo and Fernanda. I'm lucky that I can put all my horses out together and I have the space to do that, and if they all get along. The plan with Zizi later is definitely to ride her. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd like to do some pulls or maybe a little bit of trotting into some bounces or something. I'm not really sure. Now it is time for a little game I like to call mucking out. So we're fortunate at the barn where we keep the horses that the stables are particularly huge. It does take a little bit longer to muck out. I always go through first, pick out the poo with a shavings fork, and then lift out all the wet with a different fork. Brad's just been on the walker for about 15-20 minutes. Now it's time for him to have his second breakfast. Hello, Gabbana. Very enthusiastic. Yes, you're next. At the state of your face. Both of your faces. Was that mash nice? You might notice Gabbana's stable is the only one that has like hay nets or balls. I don't usually like to feed horses all the time from high. Like, it's natural for them to eat with their nose on the floor, and this is much better for the top line and for the respiratory system. But anyway, Miss Fatty literally inhales all hay, all food. I give all the horses ad lib hay, well, not except her. She does have a lot of hay, but I put it into these things and on the floor just to slow her down a little bit, because somebody gets fat looking at food. So I've mucked out 2 of the 5 boxes, and Zizi, Fernanda and Boo are in the field. I'm going to ride them later. I have had Gabbana and Brad on the walker. There's my little dog. Now I'm actually gonna take Gabbana off the walker. She has some hay in her stable, and then I'm gonna get Brad ready to ride. You can't really see. I kind of spread her hay around the stable to encourage her to move in the night.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for.
One of my top tips is if you attach, well, this is if you have to change your bit or your bridles a lot between horses, because I have 5 horses, so I don't always use the same pieces of tack. So yeah, just put little clips onto your reins, and then it makes for so much quicker changing. Time to get on Bradley. I'm gonna play around today with riding this one without the bit.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Catch me howling at the moon.
So Brad is out in the field, and now I'm gonna go get Gabbana and tack her up and take her for a little hack. There's no shows till like June, so I'm not jumping her for a while. I'm just gonna hack and flat her, because who knows when in her career we'll have the chance to actually in the season give them a break. You ready to go hacking out, my gorgeous lady? Good girl, Bean. Good girl. Super. every horse I ever ride, no matter what kind of exercise it's done, I always do food or baited stretches after exercise. These are really, really good. You can see the amount of flexion through the neck that you achieve. You also stretch the opposite side of the back. These exercises are also really, really important for the horse's core strength and proprioception, because it takes quite a lot of balance, as you can imagine, to bend around to the side, flex the core and keep the body balanced. These stretches are really one of my favorite, and I think probably one of the most beneficial exercises you can do for a sport horse, because you're targeting so many areas. Not only are you stretching the neck and the back, you're also working on the core strength and the horse's balance and posture. So it really is a very good exercise for the horse's entire body, and is something I would definitely recommend doing with a horse that you want to ride or that you want to perform for you. I will leave a link to a tutorial I made about these exercises in the video description if you'd like to see. Cabana is just going to go on the walker to cool down. Then she's also going to join the others in the field. Fuzz! Come on, Fuzz! Hello, Fuzz! Yeah! Horses are out in the field. We are now going to drive home. 5 minutes, my boyfriend's back from riding out. We will continue the vlog later after lunch. I think there's some cats waiting at the door.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my head.